This story is called On a Tall Hill Cliff, and it's been written by Andrew Murray, and the pictures are by Alan Snow. They've done a great job. There's so many things in this picture. If you have a look really carefully, you might see someone rock climbing. You might see someone building a sandcastle. You might see a pirate burying some treasure. You might see someone underwater. Oh, and a submarine. Ah, and a whale that's fallen in love with the submarine. And someone buying an ice cream. What else? Oh, there's a hot air balloon and an aeroplane. What else can you see? You've got good eyes. So out on the tall cliff are two houses. I can see cows and sheep. Oh, there's a tractor going up a hill. It's a very steep hill. Down the bottom of the cliff is the sea, the waves. On a tall cliff there were two little houses. The house nearest the edge was where Puffle lived. From the edge, he could look down, 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 down to the deep, dark rocks below. In the other little house lived Busby. Busby and Puffle were the very best of friends. "I'll do anything for you, Busby," said Puffle. "And I'd do anything for you, Puffle," said Busby. If we have a look in the house. What's Puffle got? Oh no, this is Busby. All right, Busby's house has got a telescope and aeroplanes and things. One day, Busby was busy with lots of papers. "What are all those for?" asked Puffle. "Nothing," said Busby. "But while you're here, can I ask you a favour? I need to borrow some things from your garden. Your rake?" "Oh, of course I'll go and fetch it," said Puffle. "And your spade, your watering can, and all your flowers and plants," said Busby. "Oh, and your shed, if you can carry it." It's a lot to ask, but it will help." That is a lot to ask, thought Puffle as he walked home. But he went into his garden and he collected his rake, his spade, his watering can, all his flowers and plants, and his garden shed. He could barely lift it. Huffing and puffing, Puffle carried everything to Busby's house. "Thank you, Puffle," said Busby. But I need to borrow some things from your house too. Your chair and your table, your bath and your sofa. Oh, and your bed if it's not too heavy. I know it's a lot to ask, but it'll really help. That certainly is a lot to ask, thought Puffle as he walked home. But he went to his house and he collected his chair and his table, his bath, his sofa and his bed. It was very heavy, so sweating and gasping, Puffle carried everything to Busby's house. "Thank you so much," said Busby, "but I'm afraid I need your roof too." "My roof?" cried Puffle. "Yes, please, and your walls and the mice behind them, your rafters and the nails in them, your bricks and the mortar between them, and your floorboards and the secrets beneath them. Puffle, I need your whole house. It's a lot to ask, but it'll really, really help." "Busby's making a fool of me," grumbled Puffle as he trudged home. But he did everything that his friend had asked. He collected his roof, his walls and the mice behind them, his rafters and the nails in them, his bricks and the mortar between them, his floorboards and the secrets beneath them. Then, huffing and puffing, sweating and straining, groaning and grumbling, he carried his whole house to Busby. "Busby," gasped Puffle, "this must be enough. I've brought you my whole house now." "Listen," said Busby. There was a rumbling sound. It was faint at first, but it grew louder and louder and louder. "Look," said Busby. A cloud of dust rose up as the edge of the cliff fell down, 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 down to the deep dark rocks far below. Crash! "Puffle," smiled Busby, "I have been studying our cliff. All these papers and charts told me that the ground where your house stood would crumble and fall. My dear friend, you've really, really helped me to help you." Puffle thought. Then he laughed. "That's true," he said. "That's very true." Puffle rebuilt his little house next to Busby's, and they lived the very best of friends for many long years. On that tall, tall cliff, where you can look from the edge down, down, down to the deep dark rocks, which used to be a cliff far below. We've got people surfing and people painting the boat. Oh, there's washing on the line. And there's a lighthouse keeper. And now you can go through and you can read it to yourself or just have a closer look at those pictures.